Hey y'all, I'm Wood Boyles and this is the World History Project. So, our question today is, as societies became more complex and interconnected, did people's lives get better? Well, first we have to know that a society is a group of people living together and connected to each other, relying on each other. It signifies a big change in all the frames in the course. The communities are bigger, the network's larger, and people just aren't making stuff for themselves, but also producing goods to trade with other people. But what makes all this complex? Well, once our communities are larger and more interconnected, big institutions are created to manage all this bigness. Governments and laws are formed, belief and value systems such as religion are established, and finally, written records are created, mainly to keep track of business transactions and surplus food. This increase in human institutions is what signifies the increase in complexity. But was life in these complex societies really that different from living in foraging or pastoral communities? Okay, so we have to admit that life didn't suddenly change for everyone at the same time living back then. There was a lot of overlap between foragers and people living in these more complex societies. They probably interacted and even traded ideas with each other. And not everyone gave up hunting and gathering and joined these complex societies. But one of the key differences between the two lifestyles was inequality. As soon as different people had different jobs and started working for other people, those who gained wealth and power rose to the top, and the peasants and slaves and other common folk sunk to the bottom of the social hierarchy. Okay, so confession time. I'm trying really hard to get through this post without saying civilization, but there, I said it. Let's just make it our word of the day. So, civilization is a word historians these days are trying to avoid, primarily because of its origins. In the 19th century, it was used to label people as either like us, mainly meaning European, or uncivilized people, whom it was okay to conquer and take all their stuff. We haven't banned it. You'll still hear it being used. But I want you to be intentional when you're using it. Oh yeah, what does it mean? It's a synonym for complex societies. It means the stage at which a society reaches a certain level of organization with governments, written records, religions, architecture, art, and all kinds of other stuff historians love. So to recap, if you want to be hip and with it, say complex societies instead of civilizations. Today, I want you to watch the Era 3 overview. While you're watching, think about the different institutions that emerge over this long era and how they changed the way people lived. If you're feeling up for a challenge, check out the Crash Course World History video, Rethinking Civilization. It talks a bit more about why we should think a bit before we label people as civilized or uncivilized. And finally, here's your Historian's Journal prompt for the day. When thinking about COVID-19, what challenges do we face today as a complex society that less complex societies wouldn't have to worry about? For example, I don't think foragers would have had to worry about the virus that much. But I don't know if I'd want to go back to hunting and gathering either. Think about some of the problems we face today, and you decide if the increase in complexity was worth it. Thanks for joining me on this journey. I'll see you next time.